gonna give me the lane? I'm gonna.
Can you name the 5 WNBA players who've hit 100 3-pointers in a season? Well, there's about to be a 6th, and she's doing it as a rookie. Caitlyn Clark is joining an elite club, and she's kicking the door down to get in. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Do you think Clark will make a change? This is simply the start. What if I told you that she's defying everyone's expectations in unexpected ways? She's not only breaking records, but also records. Something that happens on the court will shock you. Talking about Clark's 3-point shooting is appropriate. This rookie isn't only talented, she's making history beyond the arc. By making 100 3-pointers in a single season, Clark broke all previous rookie records. It's amazing and innovative all at once. She's not just keeping up with the veterans, she's outpacing them. You can be sure I'll tell you what's really crazy. In the course of a game, Clark scored 5 points in 13 seconds. It moves so quickly that even blinking won't catch you off guard. This kind of effort that changes the course of the game is what separates good players from exceptional ones. Clark, what about him? It seems like she's already destined for greatness.
More underrated parts of her game.
Man, is it underrated?
That luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the bucket.
Great pass.
You could wonder, is this just a lucky streak? Fail terribly. It is similar to being a spectator at the start of a hero's journey to watch Clark's story develop. Everyone was taken aback by how swiftly, in spite of obstacles and doubts, she became well known. She seemed to have skipped straight over the rookie learning curve and entered the realm of the seasoned pro. Remember that Clark is not only a member of the WNBA, she's the one transforming it. Every game, every shot, every assist sets a new standard. She is actively trying to create new rules rather than just abiding by the ones that already exist. Who else plays in the league? They are racing to remain awake. I'm not talking about Clark alone either. In terms of women's basketball, it's about the future. A rookie breaking records left and right alters more than just the numbers. Everything changes dynamically. Everyone performs better as a result, and Clark is doing it exactly right. It is now clear to us that Clark will become significant in a few seasons and not any sooner. Veterans can only dream of what she has already achieved. What if I told you that she has accomplished something lately that sets her apart from other novices? It simultaneously rewrites record books and tears up the objections of others. We're going to talk about Clark's most recent game. An outstanding performance is only the beginning. The league is currently paying close attention to this specific stat line: 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 24 points. Not the typical triple-double. In his first season, Clark has already collected 2 triple-doubles. You could be thinking, okay, but how rare is that? This is, to put it bluntly, unprecedented. There is no record in WNBA history of a rookie recording 2 triple-doubles in a single season. Not only is Clark playing well, but as a first-year player, she is achieving things that we have never seen before. Remember the doubters who said Clark would be incompetent at running the WNBA? Yes, they are pretty quiet right now. This performance is not just superb, it's a message. Clark is not just supervising the league, she's leading it. She doesn't typically triumph over well-known celebs. For the benefit of Clark and the team, we can analyze this. Primarily, it proves that Clark truly have multiple talents. Her role isn't limited to scoring. She's a facilitator, a rebounder, and a floor general. The amount she's accomplishing surprises even her most optimistic admirers. But one should take into account more than just the numbers. The outcome is what counts. Overall, Clark's performance is beneficial to her team. The Indiana Fever seem to be legitimate competitors now, despite their recent setbacks. This novice's ability to perform like an expert is all that matters. Now we can respond to those doubters. Remember how Diana Taurasi felt about WNBA rookies during her college days? Well, Clark isn't only proving her wrong, she's also making her comments seem completely ridiculous. There was a clear answer for anyone who was skeptical of her in each and every game: statistic and highlight reel play. But hear me out, Clark is doing more than just proving that her critics are wrong. With each game she participates in, her record grows. The objective here is not just to silence the doubters. The objective is to set an exceptional standard for women's basketball. In light of his inexperience, Clark is doing really well. She's killing it, really. That's terrifying to every other team in the league. What other plans does Clark have for the future? If this is the best she has performed in her professional career thus far, where does she stand at the end of the season? When does the current season end? Maybe the story of a WNBA legend is just getting started right in front of us. What matters most is that Clark is continuing to alter the game at a rapid pace. Actually, because of her recent, very amazing performances, we are obliged to ask a topic that was unthinkable just a few weeks ago. Will there be an unexpected new competitor in the MVP competition?
Lay comes up with it. Here's Clark in transition where she's dangerous. Leaves it behind. Rebound Clark.
Here's just 1 of 5.
How about fact? Bidley running the floor there.
Now is the time to talk about Clark's previous 8 games. We're seeing more than just good basketball here. Amazing things are going to occur. No sportsman, no matter how experienced, could not be envious of Clark's numbers. This man can consistently put up 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists in a game. That is really good. It impresses me. But this goes well beyond just numbers. The outcome is what counts. Instead of speaking in terms of months, Clark is acting as though she has been a league player for years. She's reading defenses, coming up with plays, and setting the game's pace like a pro. What then transpired? Even with their recent setbacks, the Indiana Fever seem to be a strong rival right now. Alright, but it's not limited to Clark, is it? Perhaps you are inquiring. I wholeheartedly concur with you. Clark receives a lot of support from basketball as a team sport. Just to make a point, let's discuss Aaliyah Boston. In their most recent game, Boston brought down 14 rebounds and scored 24 points. It's these kinds of performances that let coaches sleep easy. Furthermore, Kelsey Mitchell, who has been killing it with Clark, cannot be disregarded. But this is where the really interesting part starts. Remember when everyone predicted that Clark would win Rookie of the Year? We are now discussing a new topic. Now there's a rumor of something bigger going around. Something that scarcely seemed possible until 2 weeks ago. MVP. I did say that, yes. MVP. Similar to MVP. The highest individual honor in the WNBA, if you will. Put another way, the kind of recognition that regular participants and well-known entertainers usually get. And here we have Clark, doubting her own skills in her first year. Do you still not think it through? Listen to what the commentators have to say. One said recently, "I think MVP is officially on the table. If she keeps this kind of run up through the rest of the season, that isn't just platitudes. That is a recognition of the exceptional level of play that Clark is currently exhibiting." Take a moment to consider the consequences of this. Clark's sole objective is no longer to win Rookie of the Year. She's not only trying to prove she belongs in the league, her objective is the greatest reward of all. Her first season is replete with achievements similar to these. But the problem with Clark's performance is that it goes beyond compliments from friends and family. This can enhance her squad as a whole. The Fever has been experiencing unexpected successes. They're playing the best teams in the league. Clark has a unique talent for making people's lives better. If you're wondering what drives Clark, who would have guessed she wouldn't be able to compete professionally? Is it in her nature to surpass herself? Or is there a bigger issue here? Maybe Clark has more on her mind than just getting her squad the win. Maybe she wants to change how the game plays out. Come on, Clark isn't acting like himself. It's excellent for all skill levels, not just novices. Clearly, it's really good. She is redefining what is possible in women's basketball. Moreover, she continues to do it in every game. So Clark, what comes next? If this is how she performed in her debut season, where will she be in a year? Following 5 years, there might be a potential WNBA great being born right now. The most horrifying part though, she's just getting started.